echo gonna go away in a second. Let me see how we change up this echo. Oh, we actually live. All right, today, everybody, we are going over how to lose body fat. So, depending on how much weight you want to lose, I'm going to help you do it. All right, I'm going to help you lose weight. Now, on average, I like to help people lose 3 pounds a week. Why do I like to help people lose 3 pounds a week? Because that's just fast enough for us to see some results. Like if you see that you're losing 3 pounds a week, that's going to keep you motivated to keep on going. Right? And a big part of losing body fat and building muscle is you got to have the motivation to continue. Now, some people talk about losing body fat slow, and that's cool because the biggest thing is you got to stay consistent. So even if you're losing fat slow, you do have to be consistent. But for me personally, what helps me is like seeing fast results because it keeps me motivated and it gets me in that zone. And then once I lost body fat and I got lean and I had a six pack, then you just maintain it. Right? You know, my weight will fluctuate 5-10 pounds, but I never go over that. I kind of stay within that nice little range. So that's what I like to specialize in, just helping you lose like 3 pounds of body fat every week. So who would like to lose 3 pounds of body fat every week? Who would like to do that? Now imagine if you're losing 3 pounds a week, that means you're losing about 10 to 12 pounds a month. That means you're losing 30 pounds every 3 months, 60 pounds in 6 months, 100 pounds in 10 months to a year. Who here would like to do that? Say me. Who here would like to do that? Say me. Now, the easiest way to do this is to focus on diet. That's number one. Right now, how to diet? How to diet? Who here struggles with dieting? Who here struggles with eating good, like having a meal plan to lose body fat and build muscle? Me, say me if that's you. Who here is struggling with this? So, I think the reason why a lot of us struggle is because we overcomplicate it. Like we make it complicated, right? I remember when I tried to lose weight the first time years ago, I failed because it was just, I didn't even understand it. But you know what? You want to know what helped me? Just simplifying it. Just making it like I made fat loss so simple for me, like it was a no-brainer. And let me tell you what I did. And this is what I do to this day. I will pick out, like I'll say, okay, I'm going to eat 2 or 3 meals a day. And for each meal, I'm going to eat 5 to 8 ounces of a protein source with some veggies, which pretty much just means I'm going to eat 5 to 8 ounces of meat with vegetables. And that's all I'm going to do. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm not going to do any snacks. And by doing that, I lose weight. And by doing that, you will lose weight. Eat 2 to 3 meals a day, 5 to 8 ounces of a meat with some veggies, and then no snacking. But the thing is, you got to do it consistently. Like if you can do that for 7 days in a row, you're going to drop 3 pounds. You do it for another 7 days in a row, you're going to drop another 3 pounds. You do it for another 7 days in a row, you're going to drop another 3 pounds. So you just keep on doing that until you get to your goal. Now, this is where a lot of people mess up. A lot of people mess up because they'll be really strict for like 5 days and then they'll pat themselves on the back and then have a crazy cheat meal. Or they'll just go crazy. They'll say, I'm rewarding myself, but then you undo all your progress. So I think right now, like, don't do any cheat meals. Like I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. And the way I was able to do that is because I didn't have any cheat meals. The thing is this, when you start seeing progress, you don't want to mess that up because like we're creatures of habit. So when you start getting these habits right, you start seeing progress, you don't want to have a cheat day and then mess it up. And now you got to build the mental momentum up all over again. So when you find something that's working and you're losing weight, you just got to keep on doing it. I'm working with a client right now, right? He was stuck for a little bit. And I said, look, forget this. I want you eating 2 meals a day. You're going to eat chicken breast and veggies. You're going to eat chicken breast, veggies, and 2 eggs for dinner, right? But I gave him a very strict thing to eat. And I said, don't put another thing in your mouth, nothing else. If you get hungry, you could drink some water. That's it. He dropped 4 pounds in 4 days. And then after that, I was like, no, now we're going to keep on this. We're going to stay strict. And we're going to take it one day at a time. We're going to keep on being strict. And that is how you find people who can lose 20, 30 pounds in 2 months. Because you find something that's strict and then you stick to it. It's hard at first, but it does get easier. Don't give yourself that pat on the back just yet. Like, get the weight off. Now, just to be clear, I'm talking about people who have like a significant amount of weight to lose. Like if you got 30, 40, 50 pounds to lose, then this advice is super relevant for you. If you got like 2 pounds to lose, then obviously the process is going to be a little bit different for you. Like you don't got to be strict for that long. You can be stricter for, maybe like 2 weeks for you to get to your goal if you got like 2 or 3 pounds to lose. So, okay. So now let me kind of give you guys a game plan starting from top to bottom again. So if I wanted to lose body fat, let's say I wanted to lose 50 pounds in 5 months, this is what I would do every single day. Number one, I would follow this meal plan. I would eat 3 meals a day. For my breakfast, I would have a protein shake. For my lunch and dinner, I would eat a meat with veggies. That'd be lunch and dinner. No snacks. I would also do 30 to 60 minutes of some form of cardio every day, and I would lift weights 3 days a week. And I would just do that consistently for like 5 months, drop to 50 pounds. So that's what I would do. Now, somebody asked me, can I lose weight without doing any cardio? Yeah, you can lose weight without doing any cardio. You will lose weight slower if you don't do any cardio. Now, when I say cardio, or when you say cardio, what comes to mind? I think a lot of people don't want to do cardio because they automatically think that they got to be running and jumping and doing sprints and swimming laps and miles. You don't. Like, I walk. Well, to be honest, I use the Stairmaster and I do jog occasionally, but I'm about to do an hour of cardio after this. I'm going to walk outside with my wife in the beautiful Texas sunset. Like, it don't got to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? And let's say I was older and I had arthritis in my knees, as some people do, then I would just get on a bike and do like 30 minutes while I'm talking on the phone. So cardio doesn't have to be super intense. You know what me and my wife did yesterday for our cardio? We played pickleball for like an hour and it was fun. We burned a ton of calories, got a bunch of steps in, and we were playing a game. So cardio doesn't have to be boring. You got to find ways to make it fun. And I think these are the people who see the best results. Okay. I'm a 57-year-old grandma. Okay. It's going to work for you too. Cooking with Jaffe. How you doing? How many protein shakes in the morning? Just one. So with your protein shake, you want to do like 50 grams of protein. So if you're going to make it with 2 scoops of protein powder, then you can just have one shake. If you're going to be making it, like if you're drinking those little pre-made protein shakes, like the Premier Protein ones, then you can drink 2 of those because that'll give you 60 grams. I like to drink 2 because me doing like 30 grams in a shake for breakfast is not enough. So I drink 2 so I can get 60 grams of protein in. Keep up your good work. You are doing great. I appreciate you. I saw someone was bashing you on social media. Man, people like when you growing, people gonna bash you. It is what it is. There's like 1,000 of those little guys trying to make a come up off my name. I feel like who's the guy that's always like people talking about him a lot? I feel like Drake. Okay, which barbecue sauce is the best, sugar-free or regular? Anyone is fine. Any sugar-free barbecue sauce is fine. Like if it got 20 calories or 5 calories, it's all good. It's not. I wouldn't even overthink it. I haven't lost weight in 2 weeks, even though I'm on a calorie deficit. So I haven't lost weight in 2 weeks, even though I'm eating 2,000 calories. Wait, I don't understand the question. Are you eating 2,000 calories underneath your maintenance, or are you eating 2,000 calories a day, Timu? How would you lose weight as a truck driver? Okay, so literally, this is what I would do if I was you, Teddy. Every day for breakfast, I would drink a protein shake. Every day for my lunch and dinner, I would eat chicken breast and vegetables. Like, I would get a Tupperware container. I'd put some chicken breast and some vegetables in the Tupperware container and take it with me. I would have my protein shake, chicken breast and veggies for lunch, chicken breast and veggies for lunch. Chicken breast and veggies for dinner. And then that would be what I ate. You know, I would try to walk 30 minutes a day if I could squeeze out the time to do that. And I would do some type of calisthenics workout 2 to 3 days a week, you know, at least for 10 to 15 minutes. And that's what I would start with. And I would lose weight. Like, if you can start doing that, Teddy, you'll lose weight. I commented, Coach, on a couple of your videos and got no response. Brian, I apologize, but I get a lot of comments, so it is hard for me to get to every comment where somebody comments the word coach. But you are on Facebook, so comment the word coach right now, and you'll get like an automated response that's going to ask you some questions about your age, height, weight, and then I'll be able to see that. Okay, Brian? So comment the word coach right now, like right on this live. For everybody that's on Facebook or Instagram, comment the word coach right now on the live, and then like I'll see it. Me and my team will go through it, send you all the information that you need. Thoughts on keto? I mean, why do you want to do keto? Like, keto could work, but I like what I say a lot better than keto, you know, because my diet is more so high protein, low calories. I like my diet better than keto. The keto diet is high fat, moderate protein, right? So I like my thing a little bit better. Now, not on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, you got to message me the word coach. If you're on TikTok, you got to send me a private message saying the word coach. I see you, Rosita. Look, we got Rosita and we got Vanita. Both your names rhyme. All right, let's go. Come on, talk to me, people. What's the goal? What is your fitness goal? What if I don't feel full with just a protein shake? Then I wouldn't do a protein shake if I wanted to feel full. You want to know a very filling breakfast that you could eat that's going to be high in protein and low in calories? You could have 1 cup of egg whites, 4 or 5 ounces of chicken breast, and 2 to 3 cups of mixed veggies. That's really low in the calories, super high in the protein, but most importantly, it's very filling. So I would do that. Are you drinking iced coffee? Yes, I am. This is iced coffee with ice, obviously ice, and a protein shake in it. So Grace wants to lose 10 pounds. Okay. Is everybody here following a meal plan? That is the number one thing you need to follow if you want to lose weight. Okay. Eat 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Each one of those meals should be a protein, meaning a meat with vegetables. If we can do that breakfast, lunch, and dinner and no snacks, and we do that consistently every day, we will lose weight. I guarantee that. You do that for a month straight, you'll drop 10 pounds. You do it for 2 months straight, you'll drop 20 pounds. That is the challenge that I have for everybody that is listening to my voice right now. Eat 3 meals a day, 5 to 8 ounces of a meat with some vegetables. That's it. No snacking, no nothing else. You're going to be hungry, whatever, but you're going to lose the weight. Now, so some people, fat loss, obviously, there's more that goes into fat loss, and that's where one-on-one coaching would come into play, where you could work with me and my team, and we can give you the guidance day by day. You might have more questions. We can go further in depth with that. And if you want coaching, just comment the word coach, and then we'll reach out to you, and we'll get you started with some coaching, okay? But I only lost 9 pounds. Emma, what's the rest of your message? So even back to what I'm saying, right? So look. I'm telling everybody here right now, if you want to lose weight, eat 3 meals a day. Each meal should be 5 to 8 ounces of a meat with some vegetables. Meat and vegetables. So you do that 3 times a day and no snacking, you will lose weight. Guaranteed you'll lose weight. Now, a lot of people hear me say stuff like that, and they're like, oh, well, you're not accounting for the grams of fat, and you're not doing it. Look, here's the thing. If you're trying to lose weight, it needs to be what? Simple. It needs to be simple. A lot of you guys probably don't know how to count calories, so you definitely don't know about macros. You don't want to meal prep all day, so you need something that is simple because fat loss is hard enough. So if you are struggling with losing body fat, you should chase after simplicity. 3 meals a day, each plate of food should have a meat and a vegetable on that plate. That is how you lose. I've never in my life seen somebody do that and not lose weight. Never and I've been in fitness, I've been doing this for 13 years. I've never seen somebody do that and not lose weight. I've seen 70-year-olds lose weight doing that. I've seen 50-year-olds losing weight doing that. I've seen 30-year-olds losing weight doing that. I've seen teenagers losing weight doing that. It works across the board. It works for people that are past menopause. It works for women that are in perimenopause. It works for men that are 400 pounds. It works for men that got to lose 20 pounds. It works. 3 meals a day, a meat with some veggies. Simple. You won't lose muscle? Nah, you're not. So now we got to get a little bit more specific. Somebody asked not lose muscle. I'm 204 pounds right now, right? Pretty strong, strong guy. I can, bench 315 for a few reps. So I'm a pretty strong guy. I will eat 3 meals a day, right? Protein and veggies, and I don't lose muscle, right? But if you're way stronger than me, if you're a guy who's benching 405, that person will lose muscle. But most people will not lose muscle, okay? So if you're stronger than me, then you might lose a little bit of muscle doing what I'm saying. But if you are not even close to as strong as where I'm at now, then you don't got to worry about that, especially if you're a beginner. I'm going to start trying to lose weight. I'm going to start doing what you're saying. Let's do it, Mona Lisa. Let's do it. Sorry, guys. It is hot in here. So one second. I got to go turn on the AC. Woo. My wife is always talking about how I like it to be too hot in there, which is funny because I used to be like, man, I hope she don't want it to be hot in there, but she always like the AC on. And I'm always the one that got the heat on. So that's funny. Okay, James Miller says, no carbs or only protein and veggie. So look, here we go, James. Look, if we're trying to be losing 3 to 4 pounds a week, skip the carbs. All right, let's skip remember, we're trying to keep it simple. So if you're trying to just be super lean and you want to get good results, amazing results, skip the carbs. Just keep it simple. Do the protein and the veggies. If you absolutely need carbs, right? Like let's say you want to optimize your weightlifting performance, then you could have a little bit of carbs right before you do your weightlifting. Okay? So you can have a little bit of carbs with 1 meal a day, maybe 2 meals a day, right before you do your weightlifting or after you do your weightlifting. But I've gone for very long periods of time where I did no carbs. It would just be eggs, meat, and vegetables. And you lose weight super fast. And if you need a snack, you can snack on some fruit. And got very strong eating meals like that. So you don't really need the carbs, but if you absolutely do, just do a little bit of it. No doubt. Look, James, look, I got you, brother. I know, you like, man, but I like my rice. But we got to do carbs in moderation, people. We got to do carbs in moderation. All right. Does fasting help? So fasting is kind of unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I don't know if you guys are going to understand this or not, but like to lose body fat, you got to be in a calorie deficit. So as long as you are eating less calories than you burn, you're going to lose body fat. Now, it don't matter when you eat the calories, but as long as you eat less calories than you burn, you're going to lose weight. So fasting don't really matter that much. Now, if you fast and that helps you just eat less food, then yeah, you're good. But I know a lot of people that do intermittent fasting, when they break their fast, they break it with like super high calorie, unhealthy foods like pizza and bagels and donuts. So they never end up losing any weight. Like fast, you know what I'm saying? So you can't use fasting as an excuse to eat trash. Regardless, you're going to need discipline. Like you're going to need discipline regardless. So if you want to fast, cool. But I don't care if you fast. I want you to follow a meal plan. And what do I mean when I say meal plan? A meal plan is a plan of your meals. So you say, okay, I plan to eat my first meal. And for my first meal, I'm going to eat 2 eggs and 6 ounces of chicken breast and 2 cups of mixed veggies. For my second meal, I plan to eat 9 ounces of top sirloin steak and some broccoli. For my third meal, I plan to drink a protein shake with 2 scoops of protein powder and some sugar-free almond milk. That's a meal plan. It's a plan of your meals. And you stick to your meal plan, and that's how you lose weight. So I don't really care about the fasting or when you eat. I care about whether or not you stick to a meal plan. What veggies would you recommend? So the best veggies for fat loss would be the low, like the calories that are lower. The best veggies for fat loss are the veggies that are lower in calories. So you got broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. You got green beans, kale, spinach, asparagus, things like that. The veggies like corn and sweet peas, they're a little bit carbier, right? So I would avoid those, right? And stick to the lower, more fibrous, less starchy veggies. But to be honest with you, at the end of the day, are you going to get fat eating corn and sweet peas? No, you're not. So I wouldn't even overthink it like that. I would just stick to the, less starchy ones, like I said, though. Are salads good? Salads can be amazing for weight loss, but the salad, like use fat-free dressing because regular salad dressing, them calories add up like crazy. So I would use fat-free dressing. Sweet potato. Somebody said, Momo, you funny. You're funny, girl. Momo asked me, what about sweet potato? Sweet potato is a carb. So rice, potato, sweet potato, pasta, bread, oatmeal, these are carb sources. Technically, it's a vegetable, yes, but for what we're talking about, sweet potato is a carb. Okay, so you got your fibrous veggies like broccoli and kale, low calorie, right? Very low calorie, very voluminous. Then you got your starches like your sweet potato, potato, and rice. Okay, stop trying to cheat the system. Balsamic vinegar and lemon is good for dressing. Okay, Bree is fancy. Bree talking about balsamic vinegar and lemon. Okay. Personally, I like some fat-free Italian dressing, because it tastes a little bit better. But, Bree, I'll let you do your thing, because that don't sound too bad. Vinegar and lemon. Ugh. With a little oil. Okay, Bree. I hate that keto flu feeling. That's why I don't do keto. For salad dressing, is olive oil okay? Nah, I wouldn't do that because olive oil, just like salad dressing, it is very oily. And oil is very high in calories. So if you're trying to lose weight, I wouldn't add oil to my food like that. Like a tablespoon of oil, I believe it's like 100 calories. So that's a lot. Like it adds up real quick. It might even be more than that. I think I'm mistaken. But a table like oil is probably the most high calorie food there is. It's the most calorie dense food there is. And so what I mean by that is like, if you compare 100 grams, like an apple that weighs 100 grams versus 100 grams worth of oil, the 100 grams worth of oil is going to be twice the calories as the 100 grams from the apple. Because oil is just like a little bit is a ton of calories. What about beans? So beans would be a carb source as well too. So I would stick to veggies, personally. But if you want to add in a little bit of beans, that's fine. You'll be okay adding in a little bit of beans. Now, look, what I want you guys to do, and I got this from my good friend Mark. No Cap is his TikTok. He goes live like every day. I got this from him. Kinda, just so you guys know, like for the people who know him and know me, we've known each other for like 15 years. We've been like best friends. So anyway, one of the things that like I've been hearing him say lately is you want to pick a breakfast option that's high in protein, low in calories. So everybody right now, write down a high protein calorie breakfast option that you can eat every day. And just so you guys know, I'm giving you guys the cheat code that makes losing body fat very easy. Number one, you're going to write down a high protein, low calorie breakfast option that you can stick to every single day. The simplest one is going to be a simple protein shake. Make it with 2 scoops of protein powder, sugar-free almond milk. That's breakfast. You don't even got to think about it. If you want to add some berries, whatever, but pick something, you write it down, and that's what we're going to do every day for the next month or 3 months, right? So we can lose weight. Next, we're going to write down a high protein, low calorie lunch option. The best one is going to be meat and vegetables. So you might write down 8 ounces of chicken breast, 3 cups of mixed veggies. The third thing we're going to do is we're going to write down a high protein, low calorie dinner option that we like. My personal favorite right now is to do 8 ounces of top sirloin steak with a side of mixed veggies, right? And that's it. We're just going to write down a breakfast, lunch, and dinner that we can stick to every day, even the weekends. Yes, right? It could be your birthday. Who cares? We're going to stick to it until we can get this weight off. You write that down and stick to it every single day. Now, as time goes on, eventually you're going to say, okay, I know what I want to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but let me give myself another breakfast option. So now you got 2 options for breakfast. One day you pick option 1, the next day you pick option 2, but you got some variety. Then you say, okay, now for my lunch, I want 2 options. Now you got option 1, then you got option 2 the next day. Then you do the same thing for your dinner. So one day you're doing the top sirloin steak. The next day you're doing the chicken breast. The next day you're doing the ground beef. The next day you're doing the cod. The next day you're doing the ground turkey. You know what I'm saying? So on and on and on. Like that's how you build it out. But to start off, remember, you got to keep it simple. So you pick one option for breakfast, one option for lunch, one option for dinner, and you stick to that. And when you need variety, that's when you pick another option. And just so you guys know, that's what we do. That's what we do in coaching. We give you a plan and then you say, okay, I'm ready for my next option. And then we just give it to you. So people who want help with this, like you want us to make all this stuff for you so you don't got to think and you just can make sure you're doing everything correctly. That's what coaching is for. Comment the word coach below and then we're going to reach out to you and we're going to get you started. On average, I make my clients lose 10 pounds a month. Like we go hard. We make sure like you pushing yourself, you staying motivated. So if you lack motivation and you just want accountability, that's what coaching is for. Coaching will help you with that. Okay. What about tuna fish? Tuna fish is good. Just make sure it's not the one that's in like the olive oil. That one is high in calories. What about 80-20 ground beef? And what? No, not 80-20. That's 20% fat. Do 93-7. That's only 7% fat. Or do 96-4. That's only 4% fat. Never get 80% ground beef or ground turkey. Never get 80% lean ground nothing. That's super fattening. That's a very fatty protein source. That's not lean. Can I use chicken wings in the air fryer? Look, I don't really like chicken wings because chicken wings has more fat than chicken breast. Why don't you want to use chicken breast? I already know. Chicken breast is dry. You know why it's dry? Because it doesn't have fat. Remember, fat has a lot of calories. So if it's more protein and less fat, you're going to lose weight quicker. So no, don't do the chicken wings, do the chicken breast. Look, everybody here, understand this, okay? Get to your goal first. Okay, Francine, I'm talking to you. Get to your goal first. Then we could start to get flexible. You know what I'm saying? Like, or get some real results going first. Then we can start to do the fattier meats, and we can add in the avocado and the quinoa and get fancy. But I want everybody to get their goal, get the ball moving first. That's why I like to start off clients with a strict plan, and then we kind of relax it up a little bit as time goes on. That would be easy, sir. I can't do to my job, so that's a no. What did I say, April? April, what are you talking about? What about pork? So I don't eat pork, so I don't really know. But if it's a lean cut of pork, you should be fine. Just Google lean pork, and you'll be fine. What are your thoughts on sweet potato? So sweet potato is a carb source, and you'll be good. Like if you're doing sweet potato, just make sure you get them. Just make sure you do it in moderation. Cool. And so, for most of the time, like right now, I'm not eating sweet potato. I've been dropping 3 pounds a week right now. But I'm just doing like protein and veggies. I'm not doing sweet potato, but like you could add in half a sweet potato if you wanted to with like 1 or 2 meals a day. So you could do that. No tacos. It depends. You could make tacos. You could eat tacos and lose weight. You know how you do it? So number one, you get the low calorie tortillas. They got the mini ones that are only 35 calories each, which ain't bad. You could have 3 of those in a meal. That's only like 100 calories. That's not bad. Get it? You get the 96% lean ground beef, right? So you cook that up. You put that in the low calorie tortillas. You could use the low fat cheese, and that's how you can make some tacos. Okay? Just make sure, you don't like ruin it, but you use low calorie ingredients. So like low calorie sour cream, if that even exists. I don't know if that exists or not. That's how you make it. What are your thoughts on fish? Fish is excellent. Now there's some fishes, right? There's some types of fish that are lower in calories, higher in protein, like cod and tilapia. That's a little bit lower in calories than salmon is, but salmon does have some healthy fat. So, so for the most part, fish is good. But if you're trying to like lose weight quickly, like right now, I'm not really eating salmon. I'm doing more so cod and tilapia. Let me ask you real quick. How many people here would never eat tilapia because it's bad, they raise it wrong? How many people? Okay, you're blocked. How many people would never, I just asked how many people would never eat tilapia because it's bad. Now, out of all the people who said they would never eat tilapia, how many of you drink alcohol, smoke tobacco, and eat junk food? How many people, look, be honest, we try to have an open and honest conversation. Not me, nope, not me. Okay, so cool. I respect that decision then. Okay, I respect it then. I respect that decision. Don't let you be the kind of person talking about, I ain't going to eat no tilapia because it's farm raised. But you drink alcohol, which is really it's poison, right? You smoke cigarettes, right? Like you would just eat at McDonald's. Like you'll eat McDonald's, but you won't eat tilapia. So don't let you be one of those people, right? One day I was talking to this guy, and I'll tell this story all the time, right? I was talking to him. He's smoking while we're talking. And he's telling me, man, I got to leave the liquor alone. I got to stop all of this stuff, man. I'm trying to be healthy and turn over a new leaf. And then I was like, for your breakfast, instead of you eating a muffin, you could just have a quick protein shake. He was like, man, I heard them protein shakes was bad, bro. I was like, be real, bro. You're smoking right now. What are you talking about? So funny story. But anyway, let's get back to the live. Help. I'm going to follow your diabetic meal plan, but can't do protein shakes. Any suggestions? Yes. So I don't remember what I said in that video because I make a lot of videos, but I'm guessing I probably said you could do a protein shake for your breakfast. So if you're a diabetic and you can't do a protein shake, You could do a couple egg whites with 2 eggs, and you could have that with like a side of veggies, right? 1 slice of toast, or skip the toast if you're diabetic. So you could do like a couple egg whites, 2 eggs, side of mixed veggies. That's an excellent option for people that are diabetic, right? How does that sound? What my wife had today also might be a good option for you. You can do 2 eggs with 4 ounces of some top sirloin steak. Amazing, excellent option right there for losing body fat and if you're a diabetic. So those are 2 options right there that you got. Please bring me up. I'm not bringing nobody up right now. So when I bring people up, you gotta say me first. How about if I need sweets? What do I eat? So number 1, you don't need sweets, right? Get that out of your head. You don't need sweets. Tell yourself, look, when you're trying to lose, and look, I'm saying this as somebody who used to weigh 260 pounds and lost 100 pounds. So I love sweets, right? But when you're trying to lose weight, you got to tell yourself, like, I don't need sweets. I don't need sweets. Right? You got to change the way you see yourself. Like, say I'm a healthy person. I don't need that stuff. And that makes it easier to avoid it. If you do want something sweet, you can have some fruit. What if you can't do that? I mean, I don't know. You can't, like, a lot of fat, like when it comes to losing body fat, like you have to control your mind and your urges. You have to see yourself differently. Number 1, like it's your identity. Like that's number 1. Like when I lost weight, I had to see myself as a healthy person. The number 1, let me not exaggerate, but one of the keys to my success with losing body fat was me changing the content that I watched. Instead of me watching like TV and just, nonsense, I started watching a lot of like motivational type videos where people are talking about how like you can do whatever you put your mind to and you have to be disciplined and you can be successful, but it will take hard work. And I began to change the way that I saw myself. And I saw myself as somebody who could do hard things. I saw myself as somebody who could make sacrifices. I saw myself somebody who could delay gratification. And because of these changes in the way that I perceived myself, it was easier for me to wake up and do a 5-mile run even when I was tired. It was easier for me to not eat the McDonald's that I used to eat and eat chicken breast and veggies instead. Because look, to lose weight, you have to do hard things. And in order to stick with the hard things you got to do, it's like you got to see yourself differently. Like it's so much more mental than just, let me just get a meal plan. Nah, you got to change the way you think first and foremost. So you got to really, really want this. That's why the people who are the most successful with fat loss, they usually kind of go through something that's a little rough, right? Whether it be a breakup, it be a divorce, whether it be someone passed away, whether it be they got some bad news from their doctor, or whether it be like they looked in the mirror or they seen a photo and they felt disgusted and their heart dropped and they just like, no, I got to change right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Like these are the people who usually are the most successful because it's like they have a strong reason and that reason outweighs their need for comfort because it's the comfort that keeps us stuck. Right? It would be the need for comfort that'll make me lay in bed and watch TV because that feels better, right? Eating foods that I like. It is the need for excellence and it is the need to progress that allows me to do the things that are uncomfortable for me. Like I don't like doing cardio. I don't like eating chicken breast and veggies. Like I would much rather love to be lazy, but I would rather grow than be comfortable. So ultimately, I say all this to say, like, you got to change the way that you see yourself if you want to progress with fitness and in life in general. Cool? All right. I need to stop eating cupcakes like my brother. Yeah, that would help. So only veggies and protein for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Yes. Only protein and veggies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do that, you'll lose weight. Now, I know that sounds crazy. I know a lot of people like, no, you don't got to do that. You can do that. But if you just want something that is simple, that will guaranteed work for you, if you only eat protein and veggies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and nothing else, and you just commit to that for the next 3 months, you will be thanking me. Like you will be trying to send me money because of how much weight you will have lost, how much better your health has improved if you can stick to that. Like guaranteed. So that's what I would recommend you guys try. Keep it simple. How about Built Puff protein bars are not good to have? So here's the thing with protein bars. If you were to have 1 protein bar a day, that'd be fine. Like nothing wrong with having 1 protein bar a day, but it got to be 1 protein bar a day. I don't even like the idea of having a protein bar every day, but if you have a protein bar every, once every few days, that's cool. And the reason why I'm saying this is because protein bars can be very easy to overeat, right? I remember a few years ago, I found myself, it was one day, I bought like a big case of protein bars, and I was just like eating them, without even thinking about it. And I had ate 6 of them. I ate 1,200 calories because each protein bar is 200 calories. I ate I ate over 1,000 calories worth of protein bars. So, if you're going to have protein bars at home, just eat one a day. They can be easy to overeat. So, got to be careful because those calories do add up. And I know a lot of you guys are not counting your calories. So, look, you have a little protein bar, you have a little bit of some peanut butter, you have a little bit of some fruit, and just like that, you ate 600 extra calories. Right? And then you have a little slice of bread, and then you nibble on, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And just before you know it, you ate 1,000 calories extra. And now you're like, I'm in a calorie deficit, but I'm at a plateau. No, it's the little snacks here and there that keep, that's messing with you. 12 bars would be crazy. Oh my goodness. Good for before the gym. Okay. OMG, I got a phone call. Did you answer my question? Just what are you talking about? Can we eat the same meal, mixed vegetables with ground beef? Yes, you can. Yeah, you can mix veggies and ground beef. What about yogurt? Yogurt is cool. Intermittent fasting option. Oh, no, intermittent fasting opinion. Sorry about that, Noah. So I said this a little bit earlier, right, while I was off, but I did say that I don't really care if you do intermittent fasting because the only thing that matters when it comes to you losing weight is, are you eating the right amount of calories, right? So if you're trying to lose weight, right? Let's say you're saying, okay, I could only eat 1,000 calories a day. I don't care when you eat your calories. If you eat the right amount of calories, you're going to lose weight. It don't matter if you eat your calories in one sitting or if you spread them out throughout the day. But if you eat the right amount of calories, then you're going to lose weight. So I don't really care for intermittent fasting. I care more about what you're eating, not when you eat it. Okay, you get it? So it's about what you're eating, not when you eat it. That's what makes the biggest difference when it comes to losing body fat. Now, intermittent fasting probably has other benefits health-wise, but losing body fat is not one of them. What is your opinion on tirzepatide? I don't know. What is that? Is that a GLP-1? Let's look that up real quick. Tirzepatide. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's the GLP-1. So look, here's the thing. Taking the GLP-1, it does help people lose weight, right? It does help people lose weight. But I know a lot of people that take a GLP-1, they lose weight, then they stop taking the GLP-1, and then they gain the weight back. So it might be cool for some people to take it, right? That's what you want to do, then fine, whatever. It is what it is. But you need to know, and you need to build the habits of fat loss so that you can keep the weight off when you get off of that GLP-1. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to know, okay, at every meal, I need to have a protein and some veggies. I need to do cardio. I need to be able to do this, this, and that. But, or else when you get off the GLP-1, you're just going to gain the weight right back. It's just like people that get the, they get the surgery that reduces their appetite. Like, over time, if they don't learn the correct habits, they end up getting the weight back. So, I've had clients that came to me on the GLP-1 and they've been very successful because I taught them the habits. Like, I taught them how to eat. Like, you need that or else you will gain the weight back. So, yeah. I'm about to start my journey, but lacking the motivation. What should I do? Erica, you are lacking motivation? Okay, I got you right now, Erica. This is what I want you to do. Number one, forget motivation. We need a plan. So, Erica, this is the plan that I want you to follow to lose 3 pounds a week. Number one, this is your meal plan. Every day for your breakfast, drink a protein shake. For your lunch and your dinner, you're going to eat 8 ounces of chicken breast with veggies. And if you need a snack, you can eat an apple. Next, you're going to do 30 minutes of walking every day. Pick whatever time you want. I don't care. And then finally, you're going to lift weights for 20 minutes 3 times a week. You're going to do that, weigh yourself every day, stick to it no matter what, and you should be losing 3 pounds a week. Forget motivation. We need a plan and some tangible goals. After you lose 3 pounds your first week, and then you do it again, and you lose 6 pounds after 2 weeks, you will be motivated. You're not going to stop. That's your plan. Stick to what I just gave you no matter what, and you should be fine. I'll join Erica. Yeah, do it. Join Erica. Everybody join Erica. How many people here want to lose 3 pounds a month? 3 pounds a week. 3 pounds a month would be crazy. If you want to lose 3 pounds a week, join in with Erica. Do what I just said. I've been following your meal plan with the meat, protein, and veggies, and I'm down 4 pounds last week, and I haven't even started the workouts yet. That's what I'm talking about, Shakira. Shakira said she started doing what I said last week, and she lost 4 pounds. Now, Shakira, the key is you're going to keep doing it every single day, right? After you get to your goal weight, then you could come to me, and we can kind of give you something a little bit more sustainable, etc., all of that good stuff, right? But we're going to keep it up. All right, it's just a matter of doing it. It's hard to lose the last 10 pounds. I'm at a plateau. So when you got the last 10 pounds, you got to be consistent because you will lose weight a little bit slower. Just stay consistent. You will get there. Look, when I lost 100 pounds in 6 months, the last 10 pounds took forever to lose. It took forever, but you just stay consistent. And then week over week, you just get a little bit closer to your goal. So just stay consistent. Do not give up. I'm down 6 pounds. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Look at all this good news we got. Look at you guys. Doing amazing. Can I have peanuts for a snack as long as I stay within a calorie deficit? So Bree, you could have peanuts as a snack if you are making sure to stay in a calorie deficit. It's just, look, peanuts are very high in calories, so I wouldn't have that as a snack. Instead, I'd have some blueberries because, like, blueberries is low in calories. It's hard to eat a lot of, to eat 200 calories worth of blueberries. That's a lot of blueberries you'd have to eat. To eat 200 calories worth of peanuts, that's not a lot of peanuts. So you could eat 1,000 calories worth of peanuts. That's why I don't recommend it. You feel me, Bree? I started tirzepatide. Like, I like saying the word tirzepatide. Tirzepatide. I started tirzepatide. 1 month later, I started dating a power lifter, and he's been helping me. I listened to him on what to eat, high protein, low calories, good fiber. I have lost 40 pounds. Oh, what? In a month? Oh, my goodness. Sheesh. Congratulations to you. Down 40 pounds. I'm super happy to hear that. Look. And this is another thing that I want to kind of highlight here. She's dating a power lifter who's been helping her on what to eat. Who you have around you, they influence what you do. You know what I'm saying? This is why coaching is so helpful, and going to gyms is so helpful, and having a trainer is so helpful, and having fit friends and having a fit partner or a fit spouse. It's so helpful because when you have fit people around you, they make you want to be fitter. The real reason why I lost 100 pounds in 6 months is because all of my friends had six packs and I didn't have a six pack. So I felt bad every single day. And then I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm getting a six pack too. And then I did what I had to do to lose 100 pounds in 6 months, right? I wouldn't have felt bad if all of my friends were fat with me. But because I had only fit friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was forced to level up because I was sick and tired of, like, he got a six pack, I don't got a, I wasn't feeling that. Like, I refused to. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, your environment matters. Like, get in an environment that forces you to want to level up. Going to try your meat and vegetables. You got this. Do it. Yeah, you know what? Let me try to show you guys a photo of what? Oh man, sorry. Oh no, it didn't freeze. Okay, we good. Woo! I thought it was gonna freeze up. Look at this right here. This is right here is what's possible by sticking to the meat and vegetable diet. Right? I ate so this is like 2.5 months in between these two photos. This is what I ate every day. For my breakfast and dinner, it was a cup of egg whites, 4 ounces of chicken breast, mixed vegetables, and my lunch was 9 ounces of chicken breast and mixed vegetables. That's all I ate. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day for 2.5 months. And I dropped 30 pounds of body fat. So this is what's the kind of results that's possible when you stick into the, just the protein and the veggies. You get fast results. Let me see if I can show you guys another example from somebody else. All right. He did it. He dropped 75 pounds in 7 months by doing it. All right. His diet was a protein shake for breakfast. Yeah. Protein shake for breakfast, chicken breast and veggies for lunch. And it would be chicken breast and veggies for dinner. Or sometimes he would do some salmon and veggies. So it worked, right? Let me see if we got some ladies that I could show you guys. Look, there's some ladies. Here we go. Look, she dropped 30 pounds in 3 months too. Okay. Protein shake for breakfast, chicken breast and veggies for lunch, chicken breast and veggies for dinner, did 30 minutes of cardio every day, lifted weights 3 days a week, and then bang, the abs came in. I started today. I can't wait. I love it. Let's do it. Just look, you just got to stay with it. Just stay with it. Give it time. Like I'm telling you guys, all it takes is a month to be down your first 10 pounds or maybe even more. You do it for 3 months straight. Oh my goodness. You go look in summertime. It's right around the corner. Summer is like 3 months away. So who here wants to have a 6-pack come summertime? I'm going to give you guys the blueprint to get a 6-pack in time for summer. Number one, we're going to do 60 minutes of cardio every morning. Every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we're going to eat protein and veggies, and we're going to lift weights 3 days a week. And we're going to do that every single day. No cheat days, no nothing. And in summertime, you're going to be flexing. You're going to be looking amazing come summertime. Let's do it, okay? So look, let me give you guys the game plan again. Let me give you another plan that you could follow to lose 30 pounds, 40 pounds by the time summer gets here. All right, number one. Wake up, do 60 minutes of cardio. Next, this is your meal plan. For your breakfast, you're going to do a protein shake. I don't care which kind. Don't overcomplicate it. For your lunch and your dinner, you're going to eat a meat with some vegetables. That's it. And then finally, you're going to lift weights 3 days a week. Now, it's going to be hard when you first start, but once you do it for the first few days and you check in your weight and you see that you're seeing progress and you start feeling better, you got more energy, you're going to want to keep it going. You do that from now until summer. And then you're going, by summertime, you're going to look like a different person. Who here wants to take their shirt off? Well, the guys, or, ladies, you probably can't take your shirt off, right? Unless you live in a different country. I don't know. But who here want to be beach ready? Mr. Harry FX. So somebody in the comment is saying, I'm paying $8,000 to the first 5 people to message me, Bill. Everybody message him, Bill, right now. Babe. Go on my TikTok and message this guy, Bill. He said he's giving $8,000 to the first person who messages him. I think he lying, though. I think he lying. Say it again? No, steak. Can we season the chicken or plain? Nah, you can season your chicken. Seasoning doesn't add any calories, so you're good. Wait, what? No. I was just joking. Somebody was in the comment section spamming some nonsense. I was just playing. Don't do that. Your coaching assists with TRT lab reading? No. So, yeah, no, we don't do that. But do I have some clients who are, older, who are doing testosterone replacement therapy? Yes, I do. And I do coach them even though they're going through that. But am I going to be specifically, assisting you with that? No, I won't. Jav Whey salad, snack bar, diet Coke, coffee pro. I don't understand what you're saying. No, I'm saying I missed what you said about I started 3 months and lost massive. Celine, you gotta clarify what you're saying. I can drink green tea. Yes, you can. I don't have protein shakes. Can I drink? No, protein shakes and green tea are two completely different things. Okay. Protein shakes is going to give you protein. Green tea is tea. Now, green tea does have some benefits. So how many people here? Right, look, green tea would be excellent for you if you get hungry during the day and you want something that's going to suppress your appetite, basically make you less hungry. If you get hungry during the day, you could drink some coffee or you could drink some green tea. That's going to help suppress your appetite because of the caffeine that's in it. That's what green tea and coffee is good for. I started 3 months and you lost massive. What are you saying? So how much did you lose? Hey, coach, can I do a fruit and meat diet? Yeah, you could. Be specific, though. Tell me exactly what you're going to be eating. I've lost 12 kg. Oh, wow. Okay. So Celine lost 24 pounds in 3 months. Selena, say that all in one message, right? I'll shout you out. What about muscle gain? What about muscle gain? So look, if you're eating the protein at every meal, you're going to be getting enough protein to help you build muscle. So if you're eating 3 meals a day, eating the protein, right, protein and veggies, you should be getting at least 150 grams of protein. And if you're lifting weights 3 times a week on top of that, you're going to be good to build muscle. I don't have a protein shake. What can I eat instead of that? So if you don't have a protein shake, you could just do protein and veggies instead. So like for my breakfast, normally I'll do a protein shake because it's fast and easy. But if I didn't want to do a protein shake, then I could just eat some chicken breast and veggies. All right, just eat some protein and veggies. Can you tell the difference with water weight and actually losing weight? So water weight is what you lose within the first few days. After like 2 weeks, like you're no longer losing water weight, right? So initially, like when people do the diet that I'm talking about, some people might lose like 8 pounds their first week. Let's say 3 pounds of that is body fat. Let's say 4 pounds is water weight, or let's say 5 pounds is water weight, right? But like some of it's going to be some body fat. Some of it might be some water weight. The second week though, most of what you're going to be losing is going to be straight body fat. The third week, most of what you lose is going to be body fat. So water weight is what you lose like initially within the first few days. After that, what you're losing is straight body fat. Let's see. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. All right, come on, questions, people. Drop your questions, and I'm gonna give you some answers. Drop your questions, and we're gonna give you some answers. Okay. Make homemade protein shake. I don't understand that. I lost 12 pounds in 10 days. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. Can I have rice or yogurt? Can you have rice or yogurt? So if you're gonna have rice, just do a little rice. Right? Like let's say you're following the meal plan where you're doing protein and veggies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you want to add rice. I would only add a little bit of rice to one of those meals a day. What were you saying to eat to lose weight? Hold on. My bad, guys. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. Just a second. We about to be all squared away in a second. Just give me a second. Hold on. I gotta fix this stuff up. Oh man. Okay. So, all right, we back. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. Gotta brighten this camera up. Oh, somebody pulled out the money on TikTok. Okay. All right, so we back. When is your next cooking video? I don't know. Maybe sometime later this week. Y'all gotta catch me when I'm doing it. What is your opinion on apple cider vinegar while doing your plan? To be honest with you, and people gonna hate this, but I don't really think apple cider vinegar does anything, right? I know some people gonna disagree with me, right? But I don't think it does anything, to be honest. If it make you feel good, do it. It might mentally keep you in the game. You drink something that's nasty, you feel motivated and more disciplined. Go ahead, but I don't think it does anything. Which protein shake do you drink? I drink one called Proto-Lite. That's the protein powder that I use. Or I use the one by CBUM, CBUM. Or the pre-made ones, I get Premier Protein Shakes. Popcorn and mixed nuts. Nah, don't do that. Don't do popcorn and nuts. That's not good. You can do popcorn if it's skinny pop because, very low calories, the way they prepare it. Don't add butter to your popcorn, people. Don't add butter or oil. Don't eat oily butter. Don't eat oily or buttery popcorn. The skinny pop one is cool, but you got to eat it in portion control. So get the skinny bags where each bag is only like 70 to 80 calories. Can I make a homemade protein shake, milk and berries? Nah, that's not how you make a protein shake. The way you make a protein shake is you get some protein powder. You can get the Proto-Lite one. You put some sugar-free almond milk in there, and you can add some berries to that. That's how you make a protein shake. Just adding milk and berries is not a protein shake. That's just like it's milk and berries. That's not a protein shake. Sardines is a good protein source as well. Can I lose 20 pounds in a month? I'm 140 pounds now. Nah, you can't lose 40 pounds. You can't lose 20 pounds in a month. You could probably lose 8 to 10 pounds in a month weighing 140 pounds. So yeah, that's going to be pretty rough because you're not that heavy, but you could lose 8 to 10 pounds in a month. or it might take you like 6 weeks. But in order to do that, you just got to follow a plan. Let me know if you need a plan, like an example plan that you could follow. Look, for everybody here that wants a custom plan tailored to them, you have to message me the word coach. If you're on Facebook and Instagram, you can comment the word coach, and then I'll, message you, reach out to you. But everyone who wants like a plan tailored to them to guarantee make sure it works, you got it. Like, that's what coaching is for, because I can, talk to you, get to know your lifestyle and the schedule and do all the numbers. But if you just want like generic advice, that's what I'm giving here. And it will work. Like, the stuff that I'm saying, it will work, but it's going to be better if it's tailored to you, to be honest with you. Hey coach, what's up, Trev? Brother, can you maybe send me a good diet? I mean, bro, I'm not going to send you a diet. No. Coaching is not free. To everybody who's asking me, it's not. You think I'm going to work with you one-on-one, hold you accountable, make you a plan from scratch for free? That's crazy. No, I'm not doing that for free. That's crazy. Now, I've made pre-made plans. That stuff is free. I got a fitness app. The name of the app is Better You, Better Society. That's free. Right? Better. It's on the Apple App Store. It's on the Google Play Store. You could download that. Bang. That's free. Cool. But in terms of like, come on, do you think one-on-one coaching is free? That's so funny. What does your diet look like on a daily basis? So the way my diet looks on a daily basis, right now my diet is a little different. So right now I've been doing a protein shake for my first meal of the day. I do a Premier protein shake and I put it inside of my coffee. I do one of those. For my lunch, I do 9 ounces of chicken breast and a side of mixed veggies. For my dinner, I do 9 ounces of chicken breast or top sirloin steak with a side of mixed veggies. And if I need a snack or some extra protein, like middle of the day, I'll do another coffee with another Premier protein shake in it. So that's been my diet for the last week and a half. And that's been helping me personally lose 3 pounds a week. All right. So right now I weigh 204 as of this morning. I was to get down to 190. 2 days ago, I was 201.7, but weight fluctuates, but I'll be 190 by the end of March. So yeah. Do you eat the same meal every day? Yes, I eat the same meal every day. Right. You want to know why I eat the same meal every day? Just because it's simple and it's easy to stick to. 208 pounds, 27% body fat. Okay, so what's your goal? Let's see your muscles. What do you mean, let's see my muscles? The consistency of protein shakes is too thick. Any suggestions? If you want to make it less thick, then just add more of the fluid to it. Download the Better You Better Society on the App Store for free. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Trev. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to pin this right there. So to everybody who wants a free meal plan, free workout plan that you can follow, I have the Better You Better Society app on the App Store. It's on all the App Stores. So you can just Google or go to the App Store, type in Better You Society. For right now, it's free. It's not always free, so make sure you get it now, because I might wake up and start charging $10 a year for it, which is also super cheap anyway. But yeah, so right now it is free, but I changed my mind on whether or not I want it to be free or $10 a year all the time. But it is free right now, so take advantage of it right now, like immediately. You should go download it right now. It's free. You'll get a plan and a workout plan. For all the people who want a plan tailored to them, you want some coaching, etc. I have a fitness coaching program, and you have to message me the word coach, and then we'll talk, and then we'll get you started in the program. This comes with not just a custom plan tailored to you, but you also get accountability. So you get, somebody making sure that, hey, did you eat your meals today? Hey, like, what's your weight today? Just that extra pressure, because sometimes having a plan is cool, but having somebody, you got to check in every week, and you got to weigh in every day. Just having that pressure just makes you do what you got to do the right way. So a lot of people, they'll sign up for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, however long you think you're going to need. And that is what fitness coaching is for. Not for everybody, because like I said, it ain't free. But if you want that, message me the word coach. Let's see. Is it true you burn more when you do cardio on a fast? No, you burn the same amount of calories. For my chicken and veggies, do you make different recipes or flavor them differently? I might season them a little differently, but for the most part, I just do grilled chicken and veggies. But you can add different seasonings to it. That's fine. Is it expensive? It depends on who's asking, right? It depends on who's asking. I'm last 20 points. What does that mean? I can have carbs with 3 meals as long as I practice. Can I have carbs with 3 meals a day as long as I practice portion control? Yeah, you can. So as long as you're in a calorie deficit, yeah, you can have carbs with every meal. That's the main thing that matters. But to answer your question a little bit more directly, yeah, you got to use portion control. All right. If you're doing just like a little bit of rice and maybe one slice of toast with your breakfast, you could do some carbs with every meal. Chocolate milk healthy? I'm just going to skip that because I think you're messing with me or you're a kid. Is in short, so no, let me answer your question because you probably don't know. No, I wouldn't. Chocolate milk is like it's sugar in milk. No, I wouldn't do chocolate milk. Ensure is not good for fat loss because Ensure is very high in calories. So no. The protein in veggies is solid advice when losing weight. 100%. Yeah, it's cool. Look, like, how could you? Let me try to paint this story, right? Like, you got me, right? Somebody who used to eat McDonald's every day and eat pizza and snacks every day. And then instead of that, I start eating protein and veggies. Like, protein in veggies is healthy. Like, you go and lose weight doing that, making that change. What about glucerina? This is probably the same thing. I believe that's just like Ensure. So the same thing. On a 500 to 700 calories a day at 140, not losing a lot of weight. So you're eating 500 to 700 calories a day and you're not losing weight. I doubt that. Like if you're eating 500 to 700 calories a day and you're not losing weight, you need some coaching because you need somebody to look at exactly what you're doing, or you need a doctor. But either one of the two. But that's very unheard of for me. I've never seen that before. I'm on a cut for the summer. Any tips? Yeah, I got a lot of tips. So for all the people who want to cut up for the summertime, meaning you want to have a six pack, you want to be looking nice and lean, these are the tips that I got for you. Number one, do 60 minutes of cardio or some type of movement every day. I highly recommend that you put it in your schedule and you do it as soon as you wake up so you can get it out the way. Number two, you're going to prioritize protein and veggies at every meal. So that means for your breakfast, you need protein and veggies. That can be egg whites and some spinach. For your lunch and dinner, that could be chicken breast or steak with the side of veggies. Number three, cut out all the snacking. Number four, lift weights 3 to 4 days a week so you don't lose muscle while you're getting lean. And then the next one would be like get enough sleep. And number six would be stay consistent. Number seven would be stay away from all temptation. Don't buy any junk food. Throw away the junk food so you can stay focused on your plan. So those are the tips that I got to help you get lean and shredded for the summertime. Your videos inspire me. I appreciate that. I hope they do. Does anybody here want to know why I got into fitness coaching and doing all this fitness stuff? Anybody here want to hear the story? Let me know if you want to hear the story, and I'll tell you. That's 60 minutes of cardio, prioritize protein and veggies, lift weights 3 to 4 days a week, stay consistent. Yes, Trev. Oh, Trev, man, I appreciate you, man. This guy Trev is holding it down right now. Okay, so look, this is how I got started into fitness. I had just told somebody this story earlier today. So look, number one, I weighed, so when I was younger, 17 years old, I used to wrestle, play football, and I fractured one of my vertebrae in my spine. Now, it wasn't like a crazy like injury, right? I couldn't walk without excruciating pain. So I ended up going to the hospital. I stayed for a few weeks, had a back brace on. But because of that, I couldn't be active at all. Like I could barely walk. Like I had to do the bare minimum. And because I was so inactive, I started to put on some weight, right? And it took me a very long time to feel confident being active again. But I was still eating bad. So over 2 years, my weight, it shot up to 260 pounds. Now, mind you, I'm weighing 260 pounds. I'm hating how I'm feeling. I got a bunch of fit friends. And, one day I said, you know what? Enough is enough. So I just said, you know what? Let me just start jogging every day. Started jogging real slow every day. Started jogging 5 minutes a day. And then I said, you know what? Let me start changing up my diet. I started to jog every day and I started eating chicken breast and veggies twice a day. I did that every single day for 6 months. And then, of course, instead of jogging 5 minutes a day, I slowly jogged for longer and longer every day. 6 months later, I lost 100 pounds, had a six pack for the first time in my life. Now, the transformation was so crazy. All of my neighbors were like, oh, my goodness, like you were fat in January and now it's July and you have a six pack. It's crazy because I was running with my shirt off, people seeing it. And then my neighbor would always ask, like, hey, can you train me? Hey, could you train me? 4 months later, my neighbor passes away. And it just had me thinking. I'm like, okay, if I could have just helped my neighbor start to exercise or just eat right, even if we didn't do nothing crazy, but if we just changed one meal out of the 3 that they were eating, just make that one meal healthy, maybe my neighbor would still be, here today. So that kind of like that whole time frame was just such a pivotal moment for me, because not only did I lose 100 pounds and transform my life, but I seen what happens when you don't prioritize your health. And ever since then, I've been fitness coaching and training people, and it just has gotten bigger and bigger as the years have gone by. That is why I got into what I'm doing right now, and that's why I do what I do. Because I know for a fact, if you make simple lifestyle changes, like you start doing 30 to 60 minutes of cardio every day, you start prioritizing protein and veggies instead of fast food, you start eating fruit as a snack instead of chocolate and snacks and junk food, you start lifting weights 3 days a week, and you stay consistent, I know for a fact, not only will it make you look good and sexy, but it could save your life. So that's how I got into this fitness coaching stuff. All right, you're changing people's lives. Keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you, Trev. Thank you. I'm 6 feet, 317 pounds. What's a reasonable amount of weight to lose by June? And could I get lean? So by June is like what? So we got March, April, May. You got 3 months. You 317 pounds. So you could lose like 40 to 50 pounds in 3 months because you're on the heavier side, right? So you could lose 40 to 50 pounds by June, but you're going to have to be strict. Like not fit, not lifestyle. Like you have to be strict, meaning I'm doing 2 hours of cardio every day. I'm only eating meat and vegetables, and I'm strict. I'm not going out on the weekends. You're gonna have to change your whole life, and you can lose 40 to 50 pounds in the next 3 months. Like I truly believe that. And even if you don't lose 40 to 50 pounds, 30 pounds, you'll be closer to your goal regardless. So that's what you'd have to do. If you get tired of meat and veggies, I recommend adding sugar-free sauces. I recommend you add sauce to your food from the beginning. I add sugar-free sauce. I'll be honest. I add regular sauce to my food all the time. I just don't add a crazy amount, because if you add too much sauce, you add a lot of calories. So yeah. My husband has lost 30 pounds but wants to focus on losing more stomach fat. What advice can you give? So you can't prioritize where you lose stomach fat. He just has to keep on losing body fat. So if he keeps on losing weight, eventually he's going to lose all the weight. But the last place that you lose weight is your stomach. So he just has to keep on losing weight. He might have to lose another 30, 40 pounds. And once he does that, eventually he'll have a six pack. But he can't just target the fat around his stomach. He just has to keep on losing weight overall. And then eventually he'll lose it around his stomach. So just tell him, just keep on staying consistent with his diet, with his cardio, with his workouts. Right now, it's a matter of consistency. You're welcome, Angela. How much could I lose in weeks? I'm 125 pounds. So you weigh 125 pounds, you can probably lose like 2 pounds in 2 weeks, maybe 4 pounds in 2 weeks. That's because you weigh 125 pounds. So you're very light. So you're not going to lose weight fast. When you're really light like that, you lose weight very slow. How much water weight will you lose in the first week? Everybody different. If you completely cut out your carbs, some people drop between 2 and 5 pounds of water weight. If you're really heavy, you might drop 7 pounds of water weight. What do you think about 0-calorie Coke, 0-calorie soda? Tell me no, sometimes tell me no, some tells me it doesn't matter. So I drink diet soda all the time. Now, in terms of losing body fat, you drinking diet soda will not stop you from losing body fat. It will not stop you from losing weight. In terms of fat loss, drinking diet soda is the same as drinking water because it is 0 calories. Now, if you're talking about other health benefits, like are your great grandkids going to be frogs when they come out, or are they going to have like 20 eyes? Like maybe, who knows, right? I don't know. But I know for a fact you drinking diet soda will help you. Like it will not stop you from losing body fat. So yes, drinking diet soda is okay for fat loss. Now, if you're talking about and I drink diet soda all the time, but if you're talking about what it could potentially do health-wise, other ways, I don't know. But I know for fat loss, it's fine. Is it worth 2 a days, cardio in the morning and weights in the afternoon? Yeah, that's cool. That's what I do. I do my 60 minutes of cardio every morning, and I lift weights for like 60 minutes later in the afternoon. Wait, I'm 5162, bro. Freeport, Rome. Let's see. Do I know you? Oh, okay. Oh, you're from Freeport. So you must be kind of, well, I don't live in New York anymore. We moved out to Texas. But yeah, I was in Uniondale. So yeah, we were close. Yeah. We used to be neighbors. I thought you were saying you're 560 pounds. But nah. Can you tell me what I got to lose 35 pounds by May? I already lost 100 pounds plus. You just got to stay consistent. Right? You want to lose 35 pounds. You just got to stay consistent now. That's it. Now, if you're not losing weight quick, fast, two things you could do. Number one, you might want to take a diet break. So calculate your calorie maintenance, eat at calorie maintenance for a week, and then after that week, you go back into a deficit, and that should speed up your fat loss again. And it gives you like a nice little mental and hormonal break from the diet, because it could be a lot dieting for that long. 27%. Okay, cool. Yeah, Trev, that advice I just gave was for you. Tips on stopping sugar. Yeah, don't buy it. Can I have 2 protein shakes and eat chicken and veggies once a day and lose weight? Yeah, you can do that. So you can do a protein shake for breakfast, rice and veggies for lunch, and a protein shake for dinner. That's fine. Cool. What do you recommend about stubborn fat on my arms? I have an inverted triangular body shape. Okay, so look, the way that you lose stubborn body fat on your arms is not by doing arm exercises. The way you lose stubborn body fat on your arms is just by losing body fat. When you lose weight, aka losing body fat, you're gonna lose body fat from everywhere. You just gotta lose enough weight, then eventually you're gonna have the nice little toned stomach, the nice toned arms, the nice toned back, and everything else, okay? Now, what I want you to do in order to start losing body fat overall is 2 things. Number 1, start doing 60 minutes of some type of cardio every day. That can be walking or cycling, etc., or swimming. Number 2 is follow a meal plan. For your breakfast, you can do a cup of egg whites, 2 eggs, and some spinach. For your lunch and your dinner, you can do some chicken breast and some veggies. If you need a snack, you can have an apple. And then the final thing is I want you to lift weights 3 days a week. You lifting weights is going to help you build some muscle while you're losing the body fat. So as you lose body fat, you're going to look even more toned. Okay, so those are 3 things that I want you to do in order to get rid of that stubborn body fat that's accumulating in your arms. Cool? Start doing that. This is going to work for you. Okay, everybody, I'm going to have to leave soon. We've been on live for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So we're going to end it off with this. For everybody here that wants one-on-one fitness coaching, like meaning you want to work with somebody one-on-one to give you a plan specifically for you, to hold you accountable, all of that good stuff, just message me the word coach. Message me, not comment right here. Like send me a private message. If you're on YouTube, you got to comment. It's cool. But message me the word coach, or you can text the word coach to the number that you see on the screen right now. All right. And then we're going to talk and try to get you in the program, get you losing weight. All right. So just message me the word coach, and then we're going to talk to you, get you right. For all the people who want like a free meal plan, a free workout plan that's pre-made, so it's not custom, download the Better You, Better Society app in the App Store. Okay, you got stuff for everybody. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it, people. I appreciate you guys for coming on to this live. One of the things that I have been trying to do, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm trying to come live and like talk a little bit faster. Right? Actually, Claire, I see somebody trying to come up, so I guess I'm gonna take this call. I've been trying to talk a little bit faster because I think it'll be like more engaging if I kind of speed up how quickly I talk. And I think it's been working. We got more people in here watching, so it's looking good. All right, Claire, you're up. Claire, you got 2 minutes. All right, with nothing but love in my heart for you, Claire. You got 2 minutes. All right. So talk to me. What's going on?
I just wanted to thank you for your meal plan. I started on January 1st. And I was 218 pounds. Now I'm 196. All I do is eat egg. You introduced me to the egg white spinach, so that's what I've been doing. I eat spinach and egg white. And I also noticed somebody asked a question: how do they stop themselves from eating sweet? Just don't buy it. That's what I do. If you don't buy it, you don't have it to eat. So are you gonna go to the neighbors to beg for it? If it's not in your fridge, you don't crave it. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm so glad I came across your videos, and I'm doing so good, and I'm so happy. Oh. I just want to say thank you.
Oh, thank you, Claire. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. You are such a God. God bless you, Claire. Thank you. Wow, that's what you wanted to say? Oh, man. Yeah. You're the best. Thank you, Claire. I'm super proud of you. Everybody, Claire was 218 pounds on January 1st. Now, as of March 2nd, she is 196 pounds. So everybody give Claire a congratulations in the comment section. I'm super proud of you. And that was excellent advice. If you don't buy the junk food, you can't eat it. I love that. You don't buy it, you cannot eat it. Because late at night when those cravings come and you opening up your fridge and there's nothing bad there to eat, it forces you to have portion control. So, all right. Love you guys. Peace out. And yeah, this was fun. All right. Everybody, do me a favor. Text the word coach to the number that you see on the screen, or message me the word coach, because even if you don't do coaching, like, I want to get your information so that I can give you alerts every time I go live and all of that good stuff. Or just click the link that's in my bio. All right. Peace out, guys. Later. Well, I'm logging off of TikTok now. Now we are on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So I'm about to log off of here next. I want to full send your chicken and lettuce diet. Okay, let's see. Oh, Don Troy, what's up? Let me log over here. Okay, bye Instagram. Bye. Okay, next we got now the last the last 2 men standing. YouTube and Facebook. You guys are on here again. The app again. It is Better You, Better Society. Better You, Better Society. So yeah, last we got Facebook and YouTube. Then there were 3 of them. I'll talk to you later. Did you guys enjoy this live? Let me know if you enjoyed it. Yeah, coach, we really enjoyed it. Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, that's it, guys. Peace.